God can redeem any situation. He can turn all things to the good for those that love Him and are called according to His purpose. So, are we permitted to fail? It's really not the right question. It's really not the right title even for this series. However, I do want to emphasize that you know what? You need to take steps forward realizing that you have permission to fail. Okay? We're not looking to failure. Our destination is not failure. Oh, it's okay to fail. It's okay to fall. It's okay to sin. No, that's not what we're saying. What we are saying is that when you're attempting to move towards the call and destiny of God in your life, you will most likely trip up on this journey, on this new way, doing things that you've never done before, and you are permitted to fall on your way forward to Christ. Not on your way forward to sin, on your way forward to Christ. And in that regard and in that context, there is permission to fail. And this is where, again, you go back to the picture that you see here where the kid falling on the bike. No one has, I don't know anyone that started riding a bike that never fell down while riding a bike. Yet they kept on going. And so as we're pursuing and going towards our call, there will be trip-ups, and you need to be encouraged. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of falling. Don't be afraid of moving in the direction that God has for you, not knowing everything that's ahead, because that's faith. And God wants us to step out in faith. And in fact, Abraham was known as the father of faith. Yet he did so many things that were anti-faith, that appear as failures of faith, right? Again, we talked about the king thing. He didn't have faith that God would protect him from the king, so he had to make up a lie to protect himself. He didn't have faith that God would use, all of a sudden, Sarah, his wife, to birth this promised child. But yet, he went his own other way and did something that seemed almost anti-faith. He did so many things that seemed anti-faith, yet God used him, and he is a faith hero. Again, in your story and the way you look at your own life, you might think, I don't think God's using me. I don't think it's going to work. I don't see how God can redeem this. No, you don't, but God does. God sees the path forward. God knows what it looks like, and I want to encourage you to step into that. Step into God's plan for you. Step in what He has without the fear of falling forward. Okay, so let's keep going here. Abraham, we can look at Sarah. Sarah laughed when she heard that she was going to be having a baby. She laughed at that, okay? That wasn't too cool. She got mad at Hagar. She actually persecuted Hagar when she was pregnant with that. And then vice versa. Hagar persecuted Sarah, was kind of like teasing her and taunting her, and Sarah was mean back to Hagar. That's why Hagar had to flee with Ishmael, because of how mean Sarah was to her, and kind of vice versa. But they were not nice to each other. How about Sarah then also showing favor over Isaac to Isaac over Ishmael, not even regarding Ishmael that much. And then how about Hagar? Hagar was treating, like I said, him mean. We go to, how about Lot? This is Abraham's nephew. Talk about a losing aspect of the family right here. This guy chose to go to the worst place that he possibly could have. Now, it looked promising, it looked good, and this is tempting for all of us. It looked promising. It looked like there was prosperity there. It looked like there was blessing there. However, there was such wickedness there that it was a stench to God. All right, and that's the place of Sodom and Gomorrah. And Lot went there, all right? And then angels had to save him. And Lot was even tossing his daughters out into the city, was willing to do that. And then they leave the city, and his wife turns to salt, okay? Yeah, that sounds like failure, doesn't it? Yet God still saved them. Over and over and over again, God saved these families. God saved and redeemed this family line.